Hi, good evening folks, Mr. Woon here, Mr. Woon, the Traffic Warden. In this video sharing presentation, I want to touch on a little bit more about what I usually would do on site whenever it comes to LTA roadworks, lane closure. Whenever it comes to roadworks, road construction, we will do lane closures here and there because we need to do buffering, we need to apply buffer, we need to set up the shoulder or upstream tapering to set up the buffer zone, to do the buffering to protect us in the event of collision. Let's say example, high impact collision, cars coming fast, they won't crash into the site first, they won't crash into the activity zone, they'll actually crash into the buffer zone first, and that buys us time to flee for our safety, to get out of the work site, and also to minimize the extent of damage that we would sustain on property damage or loss of life when the vehicle actually does reach us. Because first it has to go through the buffer zone, crash into the buffer zone, then it will crash, they will further penetrate into the work zone. But by then the extent of damage would be minimized, and not only that, we would actually be able to buy time to siam, to flee away for our safety. So because of the buffer zone, that usually creates a bottleneck congestion. And in Singapore, many parts of Singapore actually, it doesn't matter where it is, in town area, in ulu places, actually more in town areas where there's heavy traffic. Whenever you do lane closures, it will cause bottleneck congestion, it will jam up very badly. And that is a time when you need to override traffic. You need to override traffic. Now, many of us, I wouldn't speak for the rest of my fellow traffic controllers, because a lot of them won't do it. But for me, I would do it. For me, usually my practice is this on the ground, whenever there's roadworks and it causes a massive jam, massive bottleneck congestion, usually what I would do is I would based on my intuition and discretion, and my discretion, based on my intuition and at my discretion, I would usually override traffic to clear the massive jam as a result of the lane closure. So the lane closure will affect vehicles passing through our work site, entering into our work site, passing through, transiting through, going in, coming out. And usually it starts from the tapering, the upstream shoulder tapering on the buffer zone, and then transit through the work site, downstream tapering, and then exit. Or from the downstream tapering, passing through our work site, and then exiting out from after passing through our work site. So usually this stretch will jam up very badly. And like I said, in certain parts of Singapore, town areas especially, heavy traffic, once you have roadworks lane closure, it will jam up like crazy. And that is why it is the role of a traffic warden. Don't care whether you are APO, ATOS or CERTIS, or whether you're ASO, Authorized Security Officer from the private security industry. It is actually our duty and our role and responsibility to override traffic in order to clear massive jam. Now, however, if you want to override traffic, you must know the legislation, you must know the Road Traffic Act that covers you. 142 Bravo 1 Bravo 2, 1435D 69, 1201 Alpha 1 Bravo 2, 3 and 4. You must know these by heart. Not only that, you must be firm and assertive, you must be courageous, you cannot be afraid to die. You must be confident and competent. You must lead with confidence, authority and presence, be firm and assertive. Because this security traffic warden role basically is that of a traffic police last time playing the role of traffic warden, directing traffic. It is a public facing role. Being a public facing role, it is confrontational. You need to confront. You cannot be afraid to offend. So when you are overriding traffic, you must kaka do it, and you cannot be afraid of death. You need to welcome death. You need to be very bold and courageous. You need to be able to stand in the middle of the yellow box there to override and use the highway code, traffic police and signal. So you must know legislation to cover you. Ideally, you should know legislation to cover you. You should know the Road Traffic Act 1961, some of the penal code to cover you as well. Penal Code 1871, to cover your role. Road Traffic Act 1961 to cover your role. You must also know the Highway Code Traffic Police Hand Signal under Section 115 of the Highway Code. Hand signals for a police officer managing traffic at a junction or public way. So you must know all this. Then you must be confident and competent. You must have experience. If you don't have experience, you're not competent, you're not confident, you better don't do it. If you know and you got confidence, you got experience, you're competent, you can live with confidence and authority and presence, you're firm and assertive, and you are courageous, then you please go ahead and do it. Because if you don't clear the jam, it's a big disservice to all the road users, because we close the road. It's not fair to them. Due to the road closure, it affects everyone, cause inconvenience. So we want to help to alleviate and offset and keep tensions off bay, and to help to ease up inconvenience as brought about to the motorists as a result of the LTA roadwork link closure. So based on your intuition and at your discretion, you override traffic. Now at times you might see the LTA officer come down to tell you to override traffic. Now LTA officer, I don't mean LTA enforcement officer, not the LTA equivalent of a traffic police, those guys, traffic outrider going out there in the blue jacket and black pants. No, I'm talking about one is the LTA officer, the staff who work in LTA, the LTA representative. They will come down sometimes with a white helmet, with the LTA, the yellow color, lime green, lime yellow, luminous reflective vest, safety vest with the LTA logo behind, and with a lanyard pass to identify that they are from LTA. They will come down like that. Maybe more than one, there will be a few, because sometimes some of the sites is LTA, some is under, some of them is LTA sites. They will come down and let's say mega projects, big projects and all that, they will come down and supervise on the ground. So they will be around. Sometimes they will not come in PPE, they won't wear helmet, they won't wear the vest. Some of them will come down in plain clothes, civilian clothes, with a lanyard identification to show you that they are from LTA. Or some of them may not even wear PPE and no form of identification, never bring lanyard. They will just tell you they are from LTA. They come down and they take out their handphone, mobile camera phone, and start taking pictures and start taking videos of the work site to check out, to basically pick up some of the issues they can identify on site, like for example safety breaches here and there, and what else can be improved, like for example signages, more cones or barricade to close up the areas more effectively, that sort of thing. So they'll be on the ground, and sometimes they will also supervise the contractor what to do. And when we're on the ground, sometimes they will tell us, they may come to us directly and tell us to override traffic, or they may not tell us directly, but they will tell the contractor. Then the contractor, the supervisor, white hat one, will come down and tell you, will come over and tell you guys to override traffic. You need to clear the jam, because if you don't override traffic, it will be non-stop. It will jam like crazy. The duration of the green light will not be sufficient, or it will jam up. How to say? Sometimes the situation is like that. The different, let's say the junction there, right? Due to the closure and due to the nature of the place that they are, that the work site is situated at, is heavy traffic all around. So you cannot follow traffic light. You will have to override, because it's massive jam all around, all directions. 12639, north, south, east, west, all around, all heavy traffic. So you cannot rely on traffic light. You have to physically be there to be the human traffic light, to give the signal, to override traffic, to clear. And that's when you clear based on how you prioritize, is based on which site is jamming up more. The site of the carriageway that has the most amount of vehicles piling up, we will clear them first. So we will clear them first, then we will stop the rest. One by one we clear that, one by one. One side of the carriageway by one side of the carriageway, one by one, one at a time. So that's how we do it. Sometimes LTA officer will tell you directly. Sometimes they will tell the contractor can't tell you, but they will be present on site, and you will know that they are LTA officers because they are in the vest that says LTA. Okay, sometimes LTA officer not present. Sometimes contractor will tell you it's causing a jam. Can you please go and clear up the congestion, please go override traffic. Then you will have to override traffic. Now you have to know this. It is not because contractor tell you to override traffic, not because LTA officer tell you to override traffic, then you suddenly become empowered to override traffic. No. Whether LTA officer tell you to override traffic or not, whether contractor tell you to override traffic or not, please know that you yourself, you are already empowered to override traffic. You are conferred the statutory power to override traffic by the Deputy Commissioner of the Police or the authority under the Road Traffic Act 1961, Section 142 Bravo 1 Bravo 2, 1435D69, 1201 Alpha 1 Bravo 2, 3 and 4. That's why I say already, it has nothing to do with LTA officer, nothing to do with contractor. Whether they tell us to override traffic or not is based on our discretion, based on our intuition. We feel like it, we use the freedom to exercise, we do it because it's jamming up. We ourselves, based on experience, sound expertise, confidence, competence, we do it because we know it's jamming up, it will affect everyone. So we will override traffic. And it's not because LTA officer tell us override, not because contractor tell us override, suddenly we become empowered to do so, but because based on Road Traffic Act, we are already empowered the statutory power to be able to override traffic, conferred by the Deputy Commissioner of the Police or the authority. And this is a Gazette Police order published in the Road Traffic Act 1961. And even though we don't have enforcement power to take stern enforcement action against uncompliant motorists, right, or road users, however, we are conferred this power, statutory power, the ability to play the role of TP and APO in regulating traffic. When we say regulating traffic, means to be able to override traffic, to stop the traffic for road closure. We are able to flag oncoming traffic to slow down, to regulate traffic. We are able to override traffic based on let's say situation is carriageway is jamming up and we want to clear the jam, we want to override traffic. So based on 1201 Alpha subsection 2, we can override the traffic signal regardless what traffic signal you see up there. Take the physical cue from the traffic warden on the ground managing traffic at the junction. Take the physical cue from the traffic warden. So I hope this video would serve to be the blueprint and help to clarify all this, because a lot of road users are still very confused. They seem to think that ASO don't know anything. ASO, security traffic warden, you all are useless, you all don't know anything, you all anyhow. It's not we anyhow, we can, but like I said, I speak for myself only. I cannot say for all of the fellow traffic controllers, because honestly this security line, and security line I can understand, in this line a lot of how should I say it? A lot of people, a lot of the members of public, the people don't have faith in security guards doing traffic control. They don't trust them enough. They think that they don't know anything. This is always been this stigma, social stigma, and of security officers or security guard not being qualified enough, not being professionally trained to do this. I can honestly speak for myself that I know what I'm doing, and I will actually go above and beyond my call to do what I need to do. Like I said, based on my intuition and at my discretion, I would apply the Road Traffic Act 1961. My statutory powers found in 142 Bravo 1 Bravo 2, 1435D69, 1201 Alpha 1 Bravo 2, 3 and 4, and using the traffic police hand signals outlined in section 115 of the Highway Code, Singapore Statutes Online, Attorney General's Chambers, or in your basic theory handbook. I'll use all these to override traffic. I don't need contractor to come and tell me to override traffic. I know already. I don't need LTA officer to come down and tell me override traffic. I don't need LTA officer to come down and tell me override traffic. I know already. Whether they tell me to override or not, I know what to do. Based on my intuition, at my discretion and my freedom to practice what I feel is right to do so, I would actually override traffic to clear the jam, to ease up on inconvenience, as caused on road users because of the LTA roadwork lane closures. Okay, so I just want to reiterate this point. It's not because LTA officer on site tell us to override traffic, then we become empowered to do so. Not because contractor tell us to override traffic, suddenly we become empowered to do so. No. These two parties are not the one who who confer you the statutory power to be able to override traffic. To be able to override traffic, you already have it in you, and that is given in the Road Traffic Act 1961, a Gazette Police Order published detailing that your statutory power is found in 142 Bravo 1 and Bravo 2 as authorized and commissioned by the Deputy Commissioner of the Police or the authority to be able to regulate traffic, to direct traffic, to override traffic. Okay, and in 1435D69, that's for events traffic control. And for normal road situations, roadworks or whatever situation, like for example, vehicle breakdown, road traffic accident, road traffic light signal power outage, or maybe emergency rescue works, like for example the sinkhole, or maybe an accident with a long trailer that jackknifed the entire lane, that sort of thing, and then you need to reroute traffic, that sort of thing. You need to, or maybe like that time the bus kena impaled by the rebus at Sungai Road by Jalan Besar intersection, then you need to do some sort of diversion route work. Also, we will be there to do it. So we are actually empowered to do all that. We can actually do all that for 1201 Alpha Bravo 2, 3 and 4. So like I say, we have the statutory power as conferred by the Deputy Commissioner of the Police or the authority, and that is stated very clearly. A lot of ASO don't know this, and they still think, no, we cannot anyhow override traffic. We can. It's just that you don't know, you don't anyhow talk. You cannot means you cannot. You don't say other people cannot. You cannot is you cannot only. If you're not confident means you're not confident and you're incompetent. You don't say other people cannot do. Other people can do, you cannot do. You cannot do, other people can do. Okay? There's this HO adage. This is saying nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do that I cannot do better. Anything you can do, I can do better. Anything you can do, everything you can do, I can do better than you. Something like that. There's nothing you can do that I cannot do. Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do everything better than you. Yeah, I always remember this saying from army time, and it encourages me because it just makes me feel, empowered to be able to do anything in life, and it's through experience and being brave, just going out there and doing it. Just can't do it, you got nothing to lose on, because you're protected. Okay, you're protected, and as long as you're confident, you know what you're doing, and you're not standing in a blind spot, you are standing in the driver's right side in the center, everybody can see you. The most dangerous place is actually the most safest place, and that is in the center of the yellow box where the two yellow strips converge. That's why old school TP, we always stand down there. Because we stand there, we are at the right side of the driver in every side of the carriageway. Doesn't matter which side of the carriageway, north, south, east, west, 12639, we are always on the right side of the driver. The driver will be able to see us. And then from there, so-called the most dangerous place is the most safest place. We are able to then override traffic in order to clear a jam. And that's how you do it. It's a one-man show, one-man TP show in the junction. Historically, it's always been that way. Traffic police is always one-man show. It's the art of one-man traffic police. One man doing it. There's no such thing as two TP on the ground doing it. It's one man give the hand signal. The hand signal is designed to be used by one man to tackle traffic from multiple directions, and all must follow his instruction in order to avert potential road traffic accident. Okay, so our statutory power was found there, Road Traffic Act 1961. Just because you cannot do doesn't mean other people cannot do. If you're not confident, it's your problem. If you're not competent, it's your problem. Don't say other people cannot do. It can be done. It can be overridden. It can be override. So please don't say stupid thing like cannot override traffic. It's not safe. Follow traffic light. It can be done. It can be done. As a traffic controller, you control traffic. Traffic don't control you. You control traffic. Traffic don't control you. And you are traffic warden. Traffic warden, the word warden, carry a lot of weight and power and reverence. Please be that way. Please uphold that prestige and that title well. Warden, one that conveys reverence and respect and carries a lot of weight. So if you're a traffic warden, nobody fucks with you. You control traffic. Traffic don't control you. Nobody will mess with you. You are the one that in charge of the road. You are the king of the road. Everybody must listen to your instruction. So you have to be that way, and that's something that you have to mold yourself into. You have to mold yourself to become one like that. Okay, so that is the whole idea. So it's not because contractor tell me, then suddenly I become empowered to do that. Not because LTA officer on the ground tell me to override traffic, then suddenly I become empowered. But because already the road traffic already confer us the statutory power to be able to do so already, as stated very clearly in 142 Bravo 1 Bravo 2. Okay, so you go and read it up, go and look at it, and that's all I want to say lah. Yeah, that's all I want to say. Basically, our role is very diverse. We can do a lot of things. It's not just stand there at the work site and then just service contractor. No, we actually can counter them as well if they're doing anything wrong, and that can be a dangerous and, you know, how should I say, jeopardize the safety of other road users. We are there to actually counteract them as well. Not because they are paying through the agency to pay us to do the work for them, then we service them. We are also there to counteract them if need be. We are basically servicing everyone: contractor, road users. Road user meaning motorists, pedestrian, everyone, all the members of public, external stakeholder using the road. Okay, so not just client, but also everyone else. So we are servicing everyone. Know that your role is very diverse, very pivotal in keeping the road safe. You are basically there to champion road safety, to ensure zero accident tantamount to road safety, or to ensure road safety tantamount to zero accident. So your role is very important, very diverse. Please play the part well. I would say please play the part well, and, you know, take pride in doing your job. Take this. I know a lot of us just come here is like it's a sideline thing, or maybe it's just something like you know, a side hustle or something in the meantime while you're, you know, looking for a full-time job. You know, that sort of thing. Like for me, I'm still trying to transition and get full-time employment outside there, to be gainfully employed, a proper job that pays me well. You know, used to be what I love to do, what I used to love to do, to be able to do, go back to my former industry and all that. But for as long as I'm still here, you know, I would uphold this role and this title of a traffic warden with dignity and with prestige, and do my best to uphold my highest, you know, professional standard, to keep that level there, you know, to really do it justice. Because this is actually the role of former traffic police. Traffic police formerly, they play the role of a traffic warden and parking warden together. It's a dual role of a traffic warden and parking warden. So it's like a hell of an honor to be able to play this role, even though it's just, how should I say, 午餐钱 you know, lunch money on a day-to-day basis. So please take this role seriously and do it professionally, you know. In the meantime, for me, I would do that. I always keep a lookout for safety, and like I said, contractor no need to tell me override traffic. LTA officer no need to tell me override traffic. I see it, I know already. Based on my intuition and at my discretion, I will override traffic. And I expect that the rest of the motorists be compliant and cooperative, be kind, be patient, be kind and understanding, and also follow my instruction. Because I have, to this day, I still have a lot of road users still very uncompliant. And when you're uncompliant, a lot of things can happen. You will cause your non-compliance can cause a serious safety breach, causing near miss or accident. Accident can be ranged from critical, severe, not so serious, to maybe critical, severe injury, to even fatality. To which I will definitely report you if you cause an accident as a result of your non-compliance. Your non-compliance caused a serious safety breach leading to accident, fatal accident. I will definitely write you in. I will book you. I will charge you. I will definitely write you off. I'll report you to traffic police. I don't mind showing up in court to fight you and testify against you, because I'm the traffic warden on the ground doing the role, and you never comply to my instruction, and I have evidence, video recording evidence to show that you cause a serious safety breach, and by not following instruction, and then you cause an accident. So definitely you are not, that won't be safe for you. Let's just put it this way, it won't be safe for you to drive on Singapore road. You are not, since you are not a very compliant driver, it won't be good for you to drive on Singapore roads. Today you may not kill me, tomorrow you might kill someone close to me. Today you might not kill me, run me down. Tomorrow you might kill someone close to me, or someone close to people I know of, or maybe someone close to you yourself. Yeah, so I just want to end this video, and again to recap lah. Basically, you don't need LTA officer to tell you to override traffic. You don't need contractor to tell you to override traffic. Based on what you see, your experience, your wisdom, your judgment, your sound expertise, you see the situation, the lane closure, you know it is causing a massive jam. Situation calls for you and prompts you to override traffic, you will do so based on your intuition and your experience, and at your discretion you will then override traffic and do what you need to do lah. So I hope that this video can reach out to fellow security traffic warden and inspire you to really take up the mental, take up this mental and leadership role, exercise your leadership to be able to do something for the road community, instead of just standing there and doing very minimal, that sort of thing lah, And hopefully, there will be more and more roadworks. Definitely, we are expanding. So there will definitely be more roadworks, and a lot more of us will be out there. New guys also. So I hope that this video will also reach out to budding young talented young fellas new to this line, doing security, traffic control, traffic warden role, to really also step up and do something for the road community. You don't just stand there and do very minimal. You actually play a very diverse, pivotal role in keeping the roads safe, Singapore roads safe. So I hope that you've been inspired by this message, by this video sharing presentation, and what I'm hoping to share with you guys here will really impact you lah, and it's really food for thought that that I'm offering on the table here to be able to really cause a paradigm shift, a reality shift of our role that was once what was once upon a time the role of a traffic police, to really keep the road safe as a traffic warden, security traffic warden. Okay, so much for this video, and I want to end it here because I don't want to go extend beyond half an hour. So it's almost about a half an hour already. So I'll be making more videos to come. More videos to come to be able to benefit the road community based on what I see on the ground through the lenses of a security traffic warden. Whenever we have roadworks, lane closures, and the kind of typical road scenarios, what kind of accident you might expect, what kind of situation might arise from here that would cause near misses or accidents and all that, blind spots here and there, whatever safety issues that need to highlight one. I'll be making more videos on those. More to come. Thank you so much. Stay safe, God bless you, and drive safely, and have fun commuting. Thank you. Bye bye. Happy New Year too. Happy New Year. Bye bye.